daughter wanted to walk down the aisle with her cheating mother instead of me, so I refused to pay for the wedding and now she wants to take it all back. Plus update, my ex-wife cheated on me when our daughter was 12 and we have shared custody ever since. I love my daughter and knew what it would do to her if I exposed her mother's actions, so we kept it a secret from her. I made sure that her mental health was prioritized and she wasn't affected in any way by our divorce. Whenever my daughter would come back after spending time at her mom's and tell me how fun she was, I would agree with her while hiding my hatred for my ex-wife. I also considered it cute how she never hesitated to say that she loved both me and her mother. I still had my businesses to manage which took up most of my days, but I made sure to spend proper time with her. For her 17th birthday, I chipped in with her mom and got her a new car. I do make more money than her, so I paid more, but it wasn't a big deal. My daughter absolutely loved it and thanked her mom for days on end. I thought it was a bit weird that she didn't offer me a single thanks, but I was happy that she was happy. After she turned 18, she began spending more and more time at her mom's house. I was confident in the way I had raised her and trusted her to make her own adult decisions. As a result, she got a lot of independence from my side and basically did what she wanted. I didn't maintain friendly contact with her mom other than when to drop and pick our daughter, so I don't know how they were spending their time. Little did I know, I was allowing my ex-wife to poison my daughter's mind. Anyway, I helped her get into the best college in our city and paid her full tuition so she wouldn't have to get a job. That way, she could focus on her academics or whatever she wanted to do in life. Looking back, there was once again a lack of gratitude from her side, but I never asked for a thanks. I did what I did because I wanted to, and because I loved her. She is 26 now, living in her own house and was just proposed to by the love of her life whom she luckily met in college. I was so happy for her and called her to congratulate her. During that call, I also offered to pay for her wedding because it was going to be her special day. I knew her now fiancé was a good man, and would take good care of her, so I wanted to give her away in style. She was very excited to hear that and said that I just made her even more happy. Sadly, this would lead to the worst day I've ever experienced. A couple days later, my daughter called me to tell me something. She wanted her mother to walk her down the aisle instead of me. I was visibly confused and didn't understand why she wanted this. I loved her a lot and wanted to do this for her, but she began telling me that it's not a big deal, and that it's just something her mother wants to do. I said that I also want to do it, and that I also have the right to do it since I'm her actual father. She began screaming at me, telling me to calm down even though I didn't even raise my voice. She said that it was her choice and she had decided on her mother, and that I didn't have a say in it. She began calling me useless, saying things like her mother raised her on her own. I told her that wasn't the truth, and I did everything I could. I also tried to tell her how her mother had cheated, and that it broke my heart to know she was choosing her over me. But my daughter accused me of lying to get her favor and hung up. I didn't hear anything after that because my mind had shut down. I have no idea why she would do this. I gave her everything and made sure she was happy and never neglected. Heck, I even kept in contact with the woman who broke my heart. I got texts from my ex-wife calling me a horrible person, and that I was ruining my daughter's wedding by making unreasonable demands. I screenshotted it and sent it to my daughter, thinking that she would apologize for what her mother had said. But to my shock, she agreed with that statement, and that I should leave her alone. So, in her mind, me asking to be her dad was an unreasonable demand. After a few more hours of crying, my eyes had really opened and I had come to a decision. I decided that I would no longer be paying for the wedding. I knew that they would not be able to afford their dream wedding without my support, but I didn't care. I wasn't going to be their bank if my daughter had lost all love for me. I sent her a single text explaining my feelings, and how I didn't feel comfortable paying for her wedding anymore. Then I blocked her and focused on work to keep my mind occupied. Update, it has been a couple days since I sent that text, and my daughter has completely changed her tone. She has been constantly apologizing and making posts on social media about how great I am. But sadly, after that phone call, I can no longer look at her actions as anything but damage control. It was clear to me that she was just using me to pay for the wedding, so I refused to accept her apology. Even her mother texted me, saying sorry for both the past and present and asked me to reconsider my decision. It's actually a bit hilarious how both of them are trying to lick my shoes now that the money is no longer coming in. Oh yeah, I also stopped the allowance I used to send my daughter.